Tuesday, August 19, 2008, marked 17 years since the Crown Heights riot in Brooklyn that claimed the lives of 7-year-old Gavin Cato and 29-year-old Australian student Cato Rosenbaum. Cato was hit by a car while riding his bike, and the driver, a Jewish resident, was taken away to the hospital by a volunteer Jewish Hatzolah ambulance before Cato was taken to the hospital by a city ambulance. This sparked outrage within the community and pushed some African-American residents to surround, beat, and stab Rosenbaum, an innocent Jewish resident, later that same night, which ultimately led to his death. We spoke to Carmel Cato, Gavin's father, and the Rosenbaum's close friend, Isaac Abraham, who hand-delivered a letter coming from Australia written by Faye Rosenbaum, Yankel's mother.
I can't really come to grips until now. There's no, way you can say I'm feeling comfortable. It's always a sad day at this day. Every year, this time you always feel different. It's a very rough day.
The letter written by Faye Rosenbaum for Carmel Cato was a letter between friends whose relationship was forged after the loss of their sons in the riot back in 1991. Faye mentions how Carmel described his son as a bright and happy boy who loved life, always grasping whatever opportunity life offered him, and how this helped her cope with the loss of Yankel.
He was 7 years old, young future, very nice kid. I was trying, not to let him stray. Always close to me.
If they claim today that it could not happen because there is a proper police response, then I'm sure there could have been a proper police response then as well, which failed.
Well, at the time, that wasn't quick enough.
And at the time of the accident that claimed Gavin, the African-American community perceived preferential treatment of Jewish residents in Crown Heights, while the Jewish community perceived acts of anti-Semitism. We spoke to local residents about the potential of lingering racial tension between these two communities today.
People have grown, but still a lot of the differences still exist, and it's a mutual thing. Both communities got to grow.
I wouldn't say it's it's a horrible, a bad place to live. I mean, it's crime heights, but everybody sticks to themselves.
For the most part, everybody's doing their thing. They get along and as best as we can, but it's always going. As long as you got people, there's going to be issues.
That may very well be the way of the world. For the NYPost.com, this is David Garcia.